guys, how's it going? Man, this is, alright, you know, with like a lot of videos lately, you know, we've been in the black box, we've been in the studios, there's been all these fancy lights, all this camera equipment, but I'm bringing it back, alright? Bringing it back to old school, ghetto branding style inside my small cramped room. Let's do this. So, this video is on the Outlier. Holy crap, I should probably be careful with this, but I'm just so excited right now. So, oh man, where do I even begin? I think it was almost a year ago, I decided to create my own signature yo-yo. Decided to fully finance it, fully design it, fully everything. And if you're curious to how it kind of went out, that was the initial design. That was kind of more of it. These were like a few promo videos of it, but it is finally here. These are the final versions, and this is our first run. Now, compared to Yo-Yo Factory, compared to, I don't know, G2, compared to a whole lot of other people, this is a tiny little minuscule run, okay? But it's what we could afford, it's where we're starting out, and I really, really am excited to try this yo-yo out. So, you know, I'm not bothering with the fancy lighting, not bothering with the studio setting. Nick's not here, it's just you, me, old school branding style, fully branded, edited. Let's do this. Okay. Holy crap. Okay, I'm gonna try and make this as stable as possible. But, alright, that's invoice stuff there. Yo-ho-ho! These are the Outliers. Oh man, that's sick. That is sick. Alright. So, there are the B grades. I'm not sure what this is. This is the only one that's not wrapped. This is the first one I've seen. And, oh my god, does it look sick. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna do a bit of a comparison aesthetically so you guys can see this, alright? Alright, here we go. Outlier prototype, the final one that we were happy with. What did we change from this to this? Well, first of all, you can see that this one is not raw, so it's got a really nice bead blasted finish. So, oh, look at that. Now, if you guys look at it as well, it's got this really sleek laser engraving on the side of the rim. Outlier. Oh, that looks sleek. In terms of weight, this is 63.5 grams, so this is actually lighter. And as you can see by the face, it's got the offset yo-yo logo here, the Outlier logo here. That was designed by Fajar Siddiq, awesome guy from Singapore. And yeah, so as you can see that the inner face is actually a polished kind of color, whereas the kind of middle of it is blasted, so it's optimal for grinds as well. So that's kind of where it goes from this. It's kind of like, this is Mark 1, this is kind of like the Mark 2. In real terms, this is like Mark 6. This is the 6th version of the prototype of the Outlier, okay? So, stainless steel rims and 7068 body. So this thing is the creme de la creme. Center track bearing. Okay, I've talked about this thing enough. This one's probably the worst B grade out of all of them, but this is the one I'm gonna try first. I kind of like this angle up here. Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. New take on things. This is the first throw. I don't know if this is a B grade, because this is dead smooth. Like, this is dead smooth. I don't know why this one wasn't packaged with the rest of them, but damn! Look at that! Still going! I could still do a combo with this. Okay, this new Outlier is definitely lighter than the one than this one. So it is definitely lighter, which is great. We wanted it lighter, faster, and I didn't know that 0.5 grams would really do that, but no, it does. So this thing really kind of just floats along the string. Oh. Whoa. It kind of has that corruption zippiness to it. Like, I'm trying to like... Ooh. Yo. I'm liking it. Did you guys see that? Double triangle. It's actually funny because I've been trying to learn that trick for a while, and every time I did it, I'd actually screw it up, so I'd land something like this, or like just the triangle, and then someone was like watching one of my videos and posted a tutorial and called it like Brandon's like slap triangle. So yeah, totally intended to do that, 100%, yeah. So the way this thing feels is that it's super light on the string. It feels almost like an ND, like that's how light it feels. You can barely tell that it's kind of got two metals on it. The thing I like about it is that it doesn't feel like it's got too much power. So when this thing zips back up to my hand, it doesn't kind of cut into my fingers or anything. So we fixed the drop knit problem, that's great. And then in terms of grinds, there we go. Everyone who tried the prototype was like, oh, but Brandon, it's not good at grinds. It's not good at grinds. And I'm like, dude, it's a prototype. It's raw. It's like not anodized at all. So we fixed that up. Let's see finger grinds. As you can see, like it's not the best of finger grinds, but that wasn't even a part of the design kind of function. So, one thing I'm kind of really feeling is that this gap is really wide. So it's like, it's making it super easy to like catch, but it's also making it like really have to concentrate on those binds. Ooh. Damn. So, one thing I haven't tried on it yet. Horizontal. You guys ready? Whoa. Oh. Whoops. Missed that one. Let's try that again. Oh. It's definitely really easy to maneuver. Oh man. Oh. Whoa. Oh. What else do we got? Screwed up there. Whoops. Yeah, I think. Are those really horizontal tricks I have left now? What else we got? Alright, this is an old school one. Inverted spin the gerbil. Oh yeah, this thing. It feels really light, really powerful, very zippy on the string. Definitely something that it's just me. Whoa. This yo-yo is really like, it's fast. And I'm only playing with the B grade, so how can I describe this thing? It's just, oh man, it is so crazy that this was an idea that was kind of in my head. This was something I wanted out of a yo-yo, and I thought that you could just translate what you wanted into a yo-yo and have it ready for the first prototype, but it doesn't work like that. You have to invest hundreds, thousands of dollars, iterate it to the point where it plays along what's kind of in your head. It's kind of like that chart where they think like, you know, like when you set out to do something and it's like a straight line, but instead it's all curvy and weird. This yo-yo is fundamentally everything I wanted in a yo-yo. So, oh man. I can play with this thing all day. So the reason I really wanted a light yo-yo as well, and not something kind of like the Cognition that, and don't get me wrong, Cognition's a great yo-yo, that is heavy but feels light, is that when you play with a light yo-yo and you're pushing it to its boundaries, right? Like, you can feel it. Like, if you're playing with this thing for 2, 3, sometimes 4 hours a day, practicing for that really important contest, you get fatigued using a heavier yo-yo. Whereas if it's light, you can actually practice for longer without your arms seizing up. So that's why I wanted a lighter yo-yo. And with the technology these days, machines are getting more precise. So 63 isn't that crazy of a weight anymore, okay? Back in the day of the irony, right? The irony was what it was heavily inspired of. That yo-yo was 67 grams, okay? And you made it any lighter than that, you were really kind of pushing the structural integrity of the yo-yo. These days, 63.5, yeah, we can do that. And it wouldn't be surprised me if yo-yo weight continued to trend downwards as players become used to this kind of style. And we all kind of take it on board. This thing plays like a dream. Oh man, like not like the Yo-Yo Factory dream, but like, oh man. It just plays like, It's got the catchability of an irony. So we got the shape, right? And we made it even more catchable. So we upped the width, made the trapeze width wider. And you know what? I don't have any right now, and basically that's what we did, right? We made it a catchable irony. But then we were like, all right, we want it to play powerful, but not too powerful that it's jarring to play with. So it's not to the point where this thing's gonna whip back and really be an uncomfortable yo-yo to play with, which is why I kind of initially wanted the inner ring idea. But after experimenting, the outer ring was actually the way to go. So we iterated it to the point where, yes, now this thing plays powerful enough so it's got all the spin time and stability required to rip through all my tricks, but it's also comfortable enough for me to play with this thing day in, day out. Second thing was this like anodization process. So, like when we were trying to anodize these things, they kept screwing up, and I really wanted something that was bead blasted but also had a glossy finish for the face. That's kind of what we did. So this thing, I mean, I'm not gonna put it right up there, but like it grinds really well, so see. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so this thing is fully grindable, doesn't have that gloss finish, fully bead blasted, something that cooperates with all the kind of binds. Next thing, plays light. It plays light, and I was really, cause this yo-yo itself was good. It was still already 64 grams, but it's something about it felt heavy, right? And we really tried to like inch down the weight that much further. So from 64, which is already a pretty low weight, to 63.5. So this thing is light. Finally, and this is what I really kind of wanted to show you guys. And considering this is a B grade, I can screw it with that little remorse. So this is what we initially kind of came out with. So that's what we initially came up with, and that's where we kind of ended. So like, look at how refined that wall is. So everything from this yo-yo down to the axle size, which is, you know, slightly longer than the Irony JPX because that had threading issues, to the millimeters on the wall, to the materials of the rims, to the material of the body, to the blasting of the thing has been iterated, tested, and changed from the original idea. Let me show you guys. This was the very first Outlier, and this is how it ended. Look at how different they are, okay? We had titanium rims at first, we changed it, and like, this is a completely different yo-yo. Look at these two things side by side. If you saw them side by side, you'd be like, oh, maybe they're even made by different companies. We've iterated this thing to absolute perfection, at least in my eyes, okay? Now, no yo-yo is gonna be perfect, right? But for me, this thing is really what I wanted out of a competition yo-yo. So, like, just look at that. Just looking to see where it started and where we are now, it's great, okay? So we've outer ring, gap width changes, wall reductions, material changes, we even changed manufacturers. Everything has changed. It has been a trek of a journey to get the Outlier this far. And it was a lot harder than I thought it was. And you know what? It's infinitely more rewarding. But I think I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Yeah. There's nothing left to say. I'm happy with it. And this is what's gonna kind of ship out to you guys. So I'm super curious to see how that goes as well. So I like it. I really hope you guys like it as well, and there's nothing really else to say in this video other than thank you. Thank you for everyone who supported us by getting a pre-order. The pre-orders were what made this batch possible. Without the pre-orders, it wouldn't be here today. Anyone who even bought a Yoyo from my own collection, which is looking a little bit sad right now actually, but anyone who bought a Yoyo from my collection, thank you as well. You guys helped fund the Outlier and basically, as cheesy as it sounds, kind of like helped Offset get off the ground. So there's kind of one thing. I want to try a silver one. Do you guys want to do that? Yeah, I want to try a silver one. So there were two colors. There is silver. Yes! Ha! Silver! Yes, we got one. So this is kind of along the same lines of that. But even then, like, alright. Let's try this. Silver. It should be the same, but I just kind of want to try it for completeness sake. Yeah. Oof. Yep, identical, just slightly different color. Oh, okay, so that's it from me. Honestly, I know this is going around in circles, and I wish I could be more coherent about this, but with the moment finally here, the Outlier being ready for launch, and the reason that we're not dropping them effectively and immediately, and I would love to, is because of those damn boxes. Nick is really into boxes, and I think it's great as well, to be honest. The boxes look great. They really kind of allow us to give you that unboxing experience, and like a lot of the stuff on my channel is unboxing, so I really want to get this to you guys, but the boxes aren't here yet. So if we've got these, we can't put them into boxes yet. So it's gonna be a bit of time. It said 10 days before the boxes get here, but effectively as soon as they get here, we're gonna be shipping these things out, all right? So again, thank you so much for all the support. Thank you everybody. And this is the final version of the Outlier. The final iteration, prototype, whatever you wanna call it, the final one. The Outlier is here, the Outlier is ready. It's just not widely distributed yet. But that's it. Any comments, questions, criticisms, post them down below, and I'll see you guys next time.